Peer pressure. Pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
And we're live. Welcome back to what episode is this?
Peer pressure.
I thought you were going to say welcome back to Peer Pressure.
Oh, no. I think this is episode when this comes out, episode 31.
Bam!
You know what it is. My
Got
name.
the buttons. It took me 31 episodes to get the buttons down, son.
It's all good. It took us 31 episodes to get a good setup.
Look at the aesthetic value of this setup.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see the setup.
There's no one watching this on YouTube.
It's all right.
I checked our video stats a couple days ago.
0.
3 people.
All right, it's okay.
Most of them 0.
It's all right. Once again, I'm your host. You know what it is. It's your boy Brando, and I got here with me my co-host. Okay, I don't like when you do that.
What's my name?
Nothing.
What's up, man? Me. I don't even need an introduction.
All right. Damisito. Stop it. So just a little background on today's episode. First of all, the toughest we ever had to work to set this shit up.
It took us about an hour to set this whole thing up.
I'm not even gonna lie, because undisclosed details. And also, we don't have a topic for you today. It's just, a wide-ranging discussion.
The topic is the strain that this episode is putting on my back.
And my neck. But it's all right. We can just talk about whatever, but we also, side note, I don't know if you're planning to take shots or something today, because if you don't know, if you're not watching this on YouTube, the 3 people.
I was gonna plan to take a shot every time that Brandon goes, what do you...
Okay. All right, well.
So, man, don't do that a lot, please.
All right. And
I hear you being conscious of it.
what we got going on today, we got a random conversation starter generator with questions that basically we're just gonna run through and see if we can, strike some gold.
Can I just a background on how we think of topics? Let's give you some background on the actual show.
We really try to be prepared, and we really try to have outlines or whatever, some sort of structure going in.
Sometimes it's really hard just to find what we want to talk about on an episode.
Because we're kind of deep, but we always can't hit that deep spot.
So we came with you this last episode. Oh no, 2 episodes ago now.
Wink.
We came at you a little hard, with a lot of code switching, a lot of socio
anthropologic topics,
metamorphosis topics.
You know what it is, sapiens.
We want to show you the lighter side.
But yeah, so we're trying to take it easy this episode, have a little fun, and just make out.
Are you ready?
Yeah. You want to go first, or should I go first?
Who's the last person you called or texted?
Paloma. Easy. And
It's
if you
supposed to be
don't,
conversation starter. You're not supposed to just say it once.
so the last person I did call or text was my girlfriend Paloma.
Hey,
And
if you all our longtime peer pressure listeners, when Brandon started the show, he didn't have a girlfriend. So
Nah.
you've grown with us.
you know what it is.
Now
It's
he
like
has
a
a
child.
girlfriend.
When you're a child actor,
Yeah.
you grow on the show. That's me.
You can see
I'm
you can hit
23
puberty
years
and
old.
go
Yeah. I'm 23 years old. Okay. So, this is a good
I'm
one.
kind of scared.
What was your least favorite subject in school?
Ooh, it was math, but I'll tell you why.
Any specific maths?
No, all math in general. Well, because in 7th grade, I had Miss Jacopetti.
Ooh.
And what Miss Jacopetti did was she sent me in the back of the classroom.
Yes.
At this point in my life, I thought it was really cool. 7th grade was a rough and tumble time for me.
I remember. Wait, so did she sit you in the back because she didn't want to deal with you, or just
No,
that's just how it ended up?
It just ended up like random number generator, random conversation starter. She just ended up sitting me in the back. So I
I T8 for her, by the way, low key.
I ended up sitting in the back of her class, and then what we had to do was she wrote everything on the board. But at this point in my life, I thought it was really cool. I didn't want to wear glasses. I had glasses, didn't want to wear them.
You're too
They're
cool
those
for that.
whack, you know what I'm talking about? Like the glasses, but I think they had just come out where they're like really thin framed around the edges.
Low key, those are hot right now.
Ew, really?
I think so.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones where like you can't even see the frames. They're like wire frame.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had some of those, and they were like they came in this cool case, but I hated wearing them. So I never wore my glasses in their class.
Yeah.
Couldn't see anything else on the board. literally just sat there through the whole year of math, like not knowing what was going on.
Okay, you know what they say about people who don't like math is that they didn't have good math teachers.
Yeah, 100%. Because I didn't learn anything. What's that? What's the math you take in 7th grade? Like algebra?
You take algebra and then no, okay, I took math 7, then I took algebra in 8th grade.
What is math 7?
I have no idea. I just knew it was
I
math
took
7.
math 7 too.
Yeah.
We weren't algebra geometry
we
boys.
weren't, no, we weren't.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, in 7th grade you could take algebra in 7th grade, which was a year before, and then in 8th grade you could take geometry. But I took geometry in 9th grade.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I took geometry in 9th grade too. You're right.
Yeah.
But so like I didn't like, but those years are like form your foundation of like
Learning and math.
of math.
Yeah.
Like, and so I didn't have that. And so after that, like I was just like I had no idea what was in the years after. I had no idea what was going on in math.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a detriment. It's not that like I didn't like math. It's just I had no idea what was going on, and I would never pay attention. I would just slide by.
So you didn't. So it's not like you didn't like it. If you think if you had given it a proper chance, you
I
would
would have loved it.
Really?
I know
Don't say you would have
No,
loved it.
because I took math in college. I mean, I took stats. So I mean,
Oh, yeah, I
I
mean,
don't, like
oh,
it's not
yeah.
like math,
Yeah.
but like I like because it's like it's different than like
The universal language.
the liberal studies because like there's no answer in liberal studies, just arguments. But math, there's always a right answer.
I get what you're saying.
Something about that is like
Always in the back of the book.
yeah, it's relieving to me.
I feel you.
You know, in this stressful life we live, at least I can have some clarity.
I think that's what draws people to math, like mathematics,
Uh-huh.
is that they like really enjoy that clear cut answer rather than the arts or whatever where they're
It's nice. Like a lot of like engineering people.
like the clarity that they get from
Well,
math.
even if like when you're in the GE classes and you
Yeah.
have like different people, those are my favorite classes because like if they're like discussion classes, you hear like the engineers usually have like if it's like this, then it's like this.
Uh-huh,
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like
I don't know,
yeah.
I don't know, let's say you're talking about like a certain topic.
Yeah.
you could see the different way like people's brains work.
You know what I did hate about math?
What?
Specifically geometry. Side note, the first C of my career on a report card.
Geometry?
I hated proofs the most. I don't know if you remember that.
I think I only remember like sine, cosine, tangent.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what those mean or what
Me
they
neither.
are.
Me neither.
I
But it's
hated
functions
those.
on a calculator. But proof is where you just say like, if this is this, then this means this. So if this angle of this triangle is this is because this, and this.
I would have loved that. Looking
Really?
back, I would have loved
Dude,
that. Now,
honestly, it was garbage. It was so dumb.
Yeah, because it's like
I
it's
think
not-
low key was my teacher though. I'm not trying to like.
Miss Williams, Mr. Williams.
No, I had Mrs. Carmel. I don't know if you remember her.
yeah.
She was like the worst. I take that back.
Oh,
I
she's
take that
gonna
back.
listen
She
to
will
this.
listen to this. I'm sorry, Miss Carmel. But yeah, bro, I think it was my teacher. I don't think I had a good foundation for geometry.
Was that your least favorite subject too?
Yeah, because I did better in like algebra 2 and stuff. But still, I got like B's and that. I wasn't,
Geometry is like a whole different topic though.
sacred geometries.
Yeah, or whatever. All right, ready?
Yes.
Do the one?
Um,
It's my turn,
yo,
bro.
my fault. Give me a good one,
This
bro.
is. Do you prefer to eat at home or eat out?
Oh my god! All the questions I'm getting are like one or the other.
I'll hit you another
Okay.
one.
No.
That one's a bad one.
I got a little answer for you, bro.
You gonna try to
So-
elaborate?
Yeah. So, do I prefer genuinely? Okay, I saw this meme.
Yeah.
It was like on Twitter. It was my financial plan for 2018. You trying to eat out, and it's this girl looking away, like I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go home and eat.
I feel that though.
No, but it's honestly for taste.
I love
eating out, bro. But for my wallet, and I'm unemployed. You know what it is.
And more tune for your head tops.
I like that one actually. That was a good one. That was a good one for that situation.
I am unemployed, so I gotta save money. So, I stay at the crib, and I stay in and I eat. I got rice, I got beans, I got hot sauce, I got broccoli.
Can't be eating too much rice.
Huh?
Can't be eating too much rice like that. And
Oh.
broccoli makes me fart and stuff.
Broccoli smells like shit.
I love broccoli though.
I love broccoli too, but it always smells kind of bad. But it's still fire. It's good for you.
I
but-
like it.
I mean, that's what I prefer. But I mean, yeah, I prefer eating in for financial reasons only.
But if you had to choose, if money was
I'll go out, bro. I go out every night. I go out every day.
Every day.
Chipotle, where you at?
Chipotle is my.
Oh, this one's not a question for you.
What is it?
Where's your favorite place to shop?
Like in general, like not for clothes, like in general.
See, I was thinking, me
Clothes.
close-minded.
Close-minded. You know me, close-minded.
I was thinking clothes automatically, but in general, like first of all, what do you like to shop for? What's your favorite thing to shop for?
CDs. And this
The
is
three
don't
people-
tell me what it is.
Okay.
This is a YouTube exclusive. If you're not listening on YouTube,
Your CDs.
you're not gonna know what this is. See these? This is
see
where I
them.
like to shop for. Right here. All right.
How do you explain where you like what your favorite store for those things is?
All right. It's records. I like
Wow,
shopping for
you just
records.
gave it up. Huh?
There's different stores that you go to. Like Urban Outfitters, trash.
Don't go there.
If you shop for records at Urban Outfitters, you're a hipster and you're a wannabe and you're trash.
You're coming at
Yeah.
30% of our fan base.
Urban Outfitters or Barnes and Noble, if you buy vinyls at those stores, you're a garbage human being, and you should reconsider.
You don't like
your entire life.
You don't like buying modern records?
Heck no, no, I do, but I'm very specific about the modern vinyls I like.
Okay. Also, question about vinyls. Do you think that there's a difference when they actually record on wax for real, or when they like record it digitally then press it? You know what I mean?
So, well, if you want to get deep into it,
Just get deep with me, bro.
it's not like they actually like because when you press it to, they don't record onto vinyl. They record master tracks, and then those master tracks are transferred over to vinyl.
Right. No. So like back in the old days when
Yeah.
they used to actually like they recorded on the wax, right? Like
No.
they never did.
No,
How do they do that then?
you record it to tape.
Really?
It's analog. It's analog to digital. Now everything's recorded digitally, so it's bits, binary.
What about pre-tape era? Isn't like pre-tape?
Yeah.
Did they record straight on wax? I have no clue.
No, they don't. No, you press wax. You can't like,
Right.
record straight to wax.
You're right.
And I don't like how you're using on wax. I feel like you just like using on wax.
I do.
Hey, they don't record just on wax.
That's me trying to live my inner rapper dreams.
You
Just
still
trying-
supposed to go straight to wax? Like, bro, they don't call it that. I don't know who calls it that.
Although real hip hop heads do, bro.
Oh, whatever.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Ask me a question, bro. This is kind of fun.
Oh wow,
Hit me.
this one's pretty deep, low key. Okay, so like this is like
Close my eyes.
ready.
Yeah.
What would you want your last words to be?
Oh. Dude, honestly,
That's tough, bro. I would need time to think
okay,
about that.
side note. Can I just funny thing about last words? So I was listening to another podcast today.
We don't talk about other podcasts.
Yeah, we
on
can't,
this
but I'm
podcast.
not gonna name it. But it's about true crime, and it was describing this murder. Something her name was like Amy Broderick or whatever, and basically the story about her life was that she met this dude, and she like finished with school and everything, and then they got engaged, and then she got pregnant, right? And he was studying to be a lawyer, right? And this is all happening in like San Diego area. So he was studying to be a lawyer. They were so broke that they moved in with the baby into his dorm room. And she basically worked and put him through two law schools.
Yeah.
And so
That she murdered him.
yeah, because he started cheating with like one of his law secretary girls, and then she started getting all fat and like unhappy, and but they were getting hella rich because he was like a really big lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And then basically one night at this point they had already separated, and one of her daughters had a key to their house of him and his new wife, the one he's been cheating on her with. So they had already separated. She found out about the affair and everything. She goes in with her daughter's key to the house. She has a gun, and she takes the phone out of the phone of the voice machine or the recording machine out of their room so they can't call for help. Takes it out of the room, wakes him up. She makes him kneel down like execution style. She shoots the new girl,
Yeah.
who's basically a younger version of her. She shoots her, instantly kills her in the chest and the head.
What? She shot her in the chest and the head?
Yeah, I think it was 2 places.
Oh, wow.
And then she points the gun at her man's, shoots him. He doesn't die right away.
Did she shoot him in the head?
I don't know where she shot him at.
There's no way you shoot him in the head and he doesn't.
He lives, right?
Yeah.
But she shoots him, and then he reaches for the phone. It's not there, son.
Wow.
And he goes, you shot me, and now I'm dead. Those were his last words.
Why would he say that?
I don't know. Those were his last words.
I don't think he was thinking that through. He must have been like dazed by the bullet. or something.
1,000%.
Dazed by the bullet. Like, yeah, if I got shot, I think about getting shot all the time.
You think about getting shot all the time?
Like, part of me wants to like, I would never be in a situation where I would get shot. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? That's not just, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, no one will, like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be involved in a gun warfare.
Yeah,
No one's going to
yeah.
want my head. You know what I mean?
But you wonder what it feels like?
No, like, I just
Oh.
want to, like, I was like, part of me wants to be shot, like, in like a hit by like a stray bullet.
And just get the feeling?
Just for the Instagram post after of like me
Oh
in the
my
hospital.
God.
Be
You're
like,
wild.
You think one bullet's gonna take me out? Imagine
You
me
just want it for the cred.
Imagine me in the hospital bed. Like,
Oh, you think this is it?
you think one bullet's gonna take? It's gonna take more than one bullet to take me out.
Oh, you thought it was over? But my last words, they're... See, I kind of want to go the deep route. Let's, for example, this is like your senior quote.
Yeah.
Like, you could go like the deep way, which is...
I knew it was gonna come back to my. Right when I asked that question, I was like, "This is gonna bring back to my senior quote."
No,
Like,
no,
I
no,
already
no,
feel
no, no. Okay. So with the senior quotes, there are some that are more timeless than others, right?
it. Yeah.
Like if it's
Yo,
too
my
deep,
God.
if it's
I really
too
wanna,
deep, bro.
I really want to get my yearbook and find the. What was that? What was it? All right, keep on talking. I'm gonna find it.
Someone had quoted Tyga. I forget who, but you can't let your senior quote be too deep, or else you just come off corny like 10 years later.
You have to,
like, when we
honestly,
go-
you have to think years ahead when you're putting your
Right.
senior quote. Like you can't be like just on some wild like. You have to be timeless.
you do, and I'm kind of mad that I have to reveal that I kind of like in the moment. Let's be
What was your senior quote? Now I don't.
my senior quote was a little deep, bro.
What was it?
It was Pharrell. I quoted Pharrell. Oh, what a
What did you say?
wealth is the heart and mind, not the pocket.
Trash.
Lame,
Brandon,
bro.
Money on his mind all the time.
All the time.
I always
I'm
think about
poor,
these
bro.
stacks. Trying to build my paper.
I'm kind of mad that I like Dom's. Can I just tell him what it is?
Yeah, what is it? I want to know too. What is it?
In the moment, we were all clowning Dom because that shit was trash in the moment.
Bro, I knew when I was like, pff, wait.
You had no
wait.
foresight.
I knew when I got that. Oh, I was like, I'm gonna look back on this and I'm gonna always like this. I'm never gonna not like this. You know?
Be happy.
Say
That was it, right?
Say it again.
No,
Say it again.
no, I'm
Say it
good.
again.
Be happy.
Bro, it's great. I'm trying.
More tune for
I'm
your
still
head
looking
top,
for
so
this
watch how you speak on my
Tyga
name.
one.
What did? Oh God.
No, but I love like literally like if do you know how they have those things where they ask people like on their deathbed
yeah. What? Like what?
what they would say or whatever?
Yeah.
Or if they had any regrets or like usually like their stuff is more. It's like, oh, I wish I would have lived more,
Spend more time with
spend more time
people
with
like love and stuff.
yeah. I figured out a long time ago.
That shit's corny.
I was woke from a young age. Life's all about being happy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But can you imagine? Side note, back to this Tyga quote. Could you imagine looking back at yourself in like 10 years?
I would hate myself.
Yeah, just remembering that you quoted Tyga man.
Tyga man, I would hate myself. I would actually be pretty mad.
Dom actually loves Tyga's verse from Bedrock.
I do.
What's Tyga?
She like tanning.
I like staying in.
She like romancing. I like rolling with friends. She said I'm caged in. I think her conscious is. She watching that Oxygen. I'm watching the ESPN. And when that show ends, she all on my skin.
Okay,
No
chill,
shin,
chill,
slow
chill, chill.
motion. Wanna coast in like back, forth. Hold it. Right, like every Tyga song? Nah, just like a couple.
Rack
Dang, I
City.
can't find it.
Rack City was flames.
Yeah, if you're quoting someone like Tyga in your yearbook quote, you're a garbage human being.
This is just me ducking the question because I have no idea what I would say. I probably just say, on some. I would just be like, thanks. Or
Thanks?
Like, thank you. Or like
Wow,
whatever. You know
trash.
what I mean?
I want to say some funny stuff. Some
Dude.
like wild, funny, like.
I have no idea. Like, I have no idea what I would say.
Are we like this age or are we like?
I feel like you'd
Let's
be
set some
older.
conditions on this.
I'd say you'd be older.
Let's say I'm dying in 2 years.
Oh.
What am I gonna say then?
Watch out for my posthumous album.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna come. Tom, what's your last words? Ja Rule top 5, dead or alive. Just a wild hot take. That's what I'm gonna say.
OJ didn't do it. if the glove don't fit.
Oh, can you stop yelling in the mic? You're gonna
You
make
know,
us peak.
I'm hype.
I'm
I'm
my
hype.
bad.
It's all right.
Have you ever had like a really, really awkward conversation with someone and you did like usually like if a conversation gets awkward, I can get myself out of the awkwardness and like find some common ground. Have you ever had like an awkward conversation where it stayed awkward for like extended periods of time and you couldn't get out of it?
Yeah, sometimes it's just weird. I can't remember a specific instance, but that's why whenever I go into a conversation, before I do, I always think about, so how's this gonna end? Like, how am I gonna get out of this before it even starts?
I think we talked about this before. That's the worst at parties.
Oh yeah,
I'm fine like going up and talking to people.
yeah.
I'm so bad at like ending
It's like,
conversations.
you gotta wait for someone to rescue you. Like, oh, dumb, and like, oh, I'm gonna go see what's up with my boy over there, and you're just gonna leave.
I really respect people who like you like come up to you and like, oh yeah, like how's it going, like blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
Have like not like polite and like very like oh like small talkish, but
Yeah.
like real like oh yeah man, I haven't seen you in a while, like how you been, like blah blah blah. Like why'd you look at me? I actually touched your leg. I'm sorry.
You did.
But like oh yeah, how you doing? Like blah blah blah. And I'm like all right, hey man, like I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Like I'm gonna go grab a drink or something. Like or like oh I'm gonna go see who else is here.
Yeah.
I like people who are like hella up front.
That
Like,
actually-
I'm done talking to you. I'm gonna leave.
That actually happened to me one time, actually, where I think my homegirl came up to me and she was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm good. How are you?" And then she was like, I'm good." And then I was like, "And how are you?" I did it twice. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm all right.
She was like
She was
very casual
Yeah,
about
she's
it.
like, I'm gonna go sit down now. I've been standing all day, and I'm just gonna sit down, just kind of lazy right now. I was like, all right, for sure. Go do you. I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, I'm totally cool with that. Like, no harm, no foul. Like, we're all cool.
I need to be better at that. At this point, like I was talking and then I just kind of like walk away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I've never done that. I'm gonna go grab like.
What do you do? What do you usually do?
Dude, I just don't go to parties.
Just don't go. It's more awkward when you see someone that you don't like. You know, like from high school or something, but
Yeah.
you don't really have anything in common. You didn't really know
Oh,
them that much
yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
But you're like in line with them.
Yeah.
Or like, and you're gonna be in
Yeah.
with like for like 15 minutes or something.
It's too much. Also, that's what I think about. I've told you this before. When you dance with girls,
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to go into it because I don't know how it's gonna end. I don't know how I'm gonna remove my frontal region from her back region.
Once you lock up and start dancing,
Yeah,
you're
I don't
stuck
know.
there all night.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Like, do I just stay here the whole time? Or
Yo, oh my god, I've been in a situation where one of our friends, he wanted to dance with some girl, so he pulled me in. I wasn't trying to dance with anyone.
help me out, dog.
Yeah, and then literally he started dancing with the girl he wanted to dance with.
Yeah.
and it was just me and her homegirl, right? And
You guys
literally,
dancing?
no, we just looked. I just looked at her. I looked her in the face. And I was like, I really don't want to do
You
this.
did the
I did the
You really did that?
Yeah, I was like, I don't really want to do this, and I just like kind of.
And what did she say?
She was just being awkward too. That's one of those conversations where it was like hella awkward because we were just they started dancing like instantly.
Yeah.
And then me and her were just like looking at each other, and I could tell she like maybe kind of wanted to dance. I didn't want to dance at all, so I prefer dancing by myself, just more free. You know,
feel like feeling yourself.
I was like feeling myself, like vibing. You know.
Yeah.
And she wanted to dance. Like, I don't really want to do this. And then I just like kind of stood there a little bit, and then I left.
What did you? And then her homegirl was dancing with you?
Yeah.
And that's like for I've been in those situations before where like there's like a group of girls and then one girl starts dancing with the guy
Oh yeah.
and it's just like or if we're going out and like
Yeah.
and there's like three of us and then you start dancing with the girl and we're just kind of like
Oh yeah. It's like-
okay.
or me, or it happened to me also before. Being at a house, you know it's coming. Being at a house party, and everyone's just like dancing like lightly, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone's just having a
Just,
good time,
like, vibing.
You know, like rocking to the the music, and this girl, you know, you start making eye contact, and then you just start dancing on each other, and it's just you two dancing like that. No one else. No one else is grinding.
There's always those two people in the party.
It's
Like,
the weirdest-
If everyone's dancing, then it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, even if there's like 4 people dancing,
Yeah.
then it's cool. Like, it's like, okay, this is okay.
It's a group thing.
There's always that one couple that's like dancing, and it's like it's like weird.
It's
'cause,
weird
like,
because
no one else is dancing like that.
It's not that type of party.
and it's just them doing it, and then they kind of start getting into it, and everyone's like,
It's getting
everyone's
real
kinda,
intense.
like, looking at them. It's like tight, and then people start like leaving. They're
Yeah.
like,
And then it's just you two on the dance floor, and that's it.
that's strange, bro.
I've been-
That always happens at like the casual dancers, and it starts like
You can't stop the pheromones, my guy. You really
it's
can't hold
whatever.
that.
I mean, if that's what you want to do,
If you want to be that guy, you could be that guy.
I'm a dancer. I like
I like dancing too, but more so dancing like, bump, like just like having a good time with my boy.
Not for me.
Oh,
Having a good time with my boy. That's
With the S, bro, with my boys.
oh, your boys.
Yeah.
Nah, I like dancing. All forms of dancing.
Okay.
Even like
Cha-cha.
that techno dancing.
The jumping around type
Yo,
of thing.
I went to a rave, my first rave.
We're not gonna name drop.
Oh, countdown.
Ooh.
And whatever.
San Bernardino, stand
Everyone
up.
was really trying to get me to go, and I was like, you know me, hip hop for life.
Side note, when they tried to get me to go, I just said no.
I always told myself I would go to one.
Yeah.
Because like I want to experience it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not close minded like you. I want to go out and experience life.
Damn, but that actually kind of hurt me.
So I went out to it, and
Yeah.
it was like it wasn't.
How would you describe your rave experience?
It was like nice. It wasn't. I actually didn't mind the music because
Because they play like trap, quote unquote, like trap, right? Or like that kind of like hip hop be like,
no.
or is it
No,
not?
I didn't hear one hip hop song.
Really?
Yeah.
How come when our friends were like, "Yo, they play hip hop, bro"?
Well, because we were going to like a lot of house stuff.
I've been to a deep house show. Side note, I really enjoyed that actually.
It was because it's like it's made to dance. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, it's like a different type of dance, like rhythmically.
Yes.
It's not like hip hop or anything, but it's made.
Hip hop
people
has like a groove. This one's more like a bounce, like a
People
synthy bounce.
go to. It's called electric dance music.
Hey man,
EDM, bro, plur. You don't know? But so like because I like dancing, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like the music was a little different, and like when it gets like a little too like the dubstep, like
Yeah.
I can't mess with that.
You like chill step?
But some of it goes like
Too
that
much?
stuff. No, I can
Yeah?
vibe with that stuff
Yeah.
because it's like there's this one DJ I saw. It was I'm not even gonna remember the name now. But like there's a couple people like I genuinely I just like dancing.
Yeah. I
The
feel
only
it.
thing I didn't mess with is like the culture there, like the
Oh,
people,
the candy and the plur culture.
yeah, like
Hey,
that like
shouts out my
EDM
plurs.
stuff, and like people have like EDM shirts and like electric dance music. He's like, if you're not here to step, what is it called? If you ain't here to shuffle, get out.
Oh, I love shuffling. That shit's kind of funny.
Like stuff like that. That's too much for me. Like I don't like the whole vibe of it. It's a little weird.
It's
to
a
me.
vibe.
And people like dress up and like I don't know that part is a little too much. But like everything else, like the music and stuff, it was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Would I do it again? Probably not.
Could you listen to that like at home?
Hell
like,
no.
In your headphones?
Hell no.
No.
That's only the type of stuff that you would go to a show to see. I feel like
That's what like trips me out. Like not that I can't understand how someone would want to listen to that like at home.
yeah.
But like I can't see myself listening to that like in my house, like EDM just like pumping through my veins, like while I'm like working on shit.
I mean, I could see like working out. It'd be like
Yeah.
nice, I guess.
Yeah.
But like living and chilling at home. There's some that are like
chill step.
I kind of like that stuff.
Oh,
I can
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to that at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the super hard stuff, nah, I can't do any of that.
I feel you.
Catch me.
Let me ask you a quick question one time.
What?
Would you rather live? I'm not even looking at my screen. I just read it. Would you rather live in an urban area or a rural area?
Ooh.
Like, picture this. Let me paint the picture.
Picture
for you.
this.
You're in what's your favorite city in the world?
Claremont.
No, like big
Off
city.
top.
Big city.
Claremont.
It's not a big city.
Claremont.
God. Okay. Here's what I'm contrasting Claremont, California
San
with.
Francisco is my favorite city.
Okay. You're in the Mission District, San Francisco, like the tightest
No,
spot.
know what that is.
Okay, well.
Ghirardelli Square.
Oh, all right. Anyway, or contrast this, my guy. You could be living the John Mayer lifestyle in Montana, real peaceful in
John
front
Mayer
of
lives in Montana.
yeah, in like in front of a ravine with your dog, and you just wake up, hot coffee every morning. You wake up to the peaceful, crisp mountain air.
I feel like I'm gonna do both. Well, I'm young and in my prime.
Yeah, but if you had
running these streets,
if you had a preference, my guy.
what can I do? Why can't I like both?
All right, man.
Why is it gotta be so black and white, bro? The world's gray.
Hey,
God.
All right.
Box me in.
yo, ain't no boxes here, bro.
Nah, but I don't know.
San Francisco's a great place, bro.
Cause I lived in like the heart of LA, South Central before.
Yeah.
And there's things I liked about it. And there's also things like LA is like dirty. Cities are dirty. Like in general, there's dirty places.
They really are.
It smells like pee all over the place.
Also, a reason that I don't like LA is because everything's like super spread out, you have to like basically drive everywhere to get different stuff. In contrast to like New York
Or Boston.
or
God,
Boston.
get out of here. I
I
want
was
to hear
just-
about the East Coast.
Yo,
This is the West Coast. This is the West Coast.
All right. But like in New York, everything like intermixes and everything like hits each other. You know, like different wavelengths always like intersecting and shit.
What are
Different vibes of the city.
Tell me about the auras the city gives off. Is it blue or pink?
It's crazy. That's the.
There's different auras the city gives off. Now,
Understand?
I like the city, but I also really like rural or rustic, urban looking areas.
some Martha Stewart home decor.
I like
rustic.
that. No, I like that. Like I would have like
I
would
do. I'm a fan of
eventually,
Martha Stewart. By
When
the
I
way.
retire and stuff, I'd want to move to somewhere like that. But like, I don't know. I don't know where I'll settle. You know what I mean? I'm a nomad.
You're a drifter.
Never gonna settle.
Wow, never stop, never settle.
I'll probably end up back in Claremont.
Damn, bro.
Throw the sea up.
Would you want to get buried in Claremont?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna get buried though.
Oh, you're gonna get.
What are you gonna do with your body after you die?
You're gonna give it to science.
What do you know?
You're gonna get cremated,
I'll tell you after you tell me.
dude. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
You've never thought about.
Nah.
I've thought about planning my ceremony right now.
There's a song that I would like to play.
What song is it?
In My Life by the Beatles.
Gosh, lame.
That's a sad song, bro. It's not a sad
Jordan
song.
Stan.
Huh?
Anyway, go ahead.
It's not a sad song. It's just like it really hits you in your feelings, bro. I'm all about the deep shit, you know.
You gonna play?
What?
Get Money by Biggie Smalls. I'm gonna insert that.
Wow,
clip.
I thought you were a Tupac fan, my guy.
Yeah, you're right. No, but you haven't thought about what you can do with your body when you die?
Honestly, nah. I'm sure. Okay, here's my thing. I'm sure that my mother would like to have me buried, right? But
This is your body.
exactly that's what I'm
your
saying.
life.
I'm taking control of my own body. I'm sure that my family would like to see me buried, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I would do, to be honest. Would you? Oh, what would you do? Would you float your body out to sea? Can you do that legally?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a health hazard, my guy.
Float your body out to sea and hit it with the flaming arrow.
Like Boromir?
Like, I don't know what that is.
You know who Boromir is?
No, tell
You
me.
ever see Lord of the Rings?
I have. I just don't remember any of
Boromir
it.
dies in the Fellowship of the Ring. He gets
Oh.
shot like 3 times with an arrow,
We
and he
lo-
keeps on fighting. And they send him down. They put him in a boat, send him down the river.
We lost all one of our female listeners right now with that Lord of the Rings reference.
That was the most. We're gonna have to edit that out.
We can.
Brandon is sexist. Why can't females watch Lord of the Rings? I'm not editing this out. I'm posting it everywhere. Peer pressure split up because Brandon thinks only males watch Lord of the Rings.
I just think it's a
Wild.
nerdy dude thing. That's more sexist towards dudes, I feel like.
No,
Damn, bro. I'm sorry. I really apologize to all
that
my
was
female
not
listeners.
PC, bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The most PC podcast in the world is not PC anymore.
What I would do with my body, I'd burn it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was born into this. I came into this world on fire. I'm gonna come out on fire.
Is that different than cremation?
What? What did I say?
You said you burn it.
Yeah, it's cremation.
I asked you if you were going to cremate it. You
Yeah.
said no.
I'm gonna cremate my body
Uh-huh.
at my grandson's house, or one of my kids' house. I'm going to mix my ashes
Yeah.
with what is that called? Soil.
You going to plant a tree?
And I'm gonna plant a lemon tree.
Why
in
lemons?
in one of my kids' backyard, because once that lemon tree grows, Mexicans use a lot of lemons. So when you're taking a shot of tequila, I'm gonna do this right now after I tell the story.
That's a lime, bro.
A lime tree, a lemon tree, whatever. Well, so when my kids take shots of tequila,
any form of citrus.
or they're putting lemon on their chip, putting lemon in their burrito, they're putting grandpa on their food. Grandpa's gonna make that. Grandpa's gonna season their food, give it that extra kick. Man, grandpa tastes so good.
That could be taken a little weird.
I don't care. Imagine
Can I quote-
like
can I quote,
all the
grandpa
lemons.
tastes so good.
Imagine all the lemons you use in your house are your grandpa, made from your grandpa. Your grandpa's always with you.
Does ashes like contribute to the fertilization of the soil?
Do you not know about the world?
Right, but is there any nutritional value of ash like in like to
Oh, I
fertilize
don't know.
soil? You know what I mean?
No, but it will go in there.
Yeah, of course.
At least in my head.
Right, but I'm just wondering. See, then if it doesn't contribute any nutritional value to like the actual things,
I'll figure out a way.
all right. In the future, there'll be time to figure that
Yeah,
out.
bro. The future they'll know all that. But yeah, that's been my plan. See, I want to write stuff like that down.
Have you not?
No, because if like I don't like tell anyone.
Yeah.
Also, I for sure don't want a casket because that costs like money, crazy money.
Yeah, till the casket drops.
Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna do any of that.
Yeah.
You need to think about these things, man.
I will.
I'm gonna have a celebration of life, not a funeral.
You know, I kind of like that more, and I'm just gonna steal it. So whoever does first, we know who's copying who.
Not burying. I want a lemon tree, and good thing I have it on record now. There's a song I want to play. I'll think about it though. I forgot what it was.
All right,
I want people dancing.
that'd be tight.
I want people to do the electric slide at my. No, the cha cha.
Keep it real cultural.
Yeah, you know. I want Selena to play at my funeral.
All right.
I want them to play B-sides front to back.
B-sides. Okay. Side note: if you don't know, Dom's first mixtape, B-sides, all Beyonce samples.
B-sides.
Is it B-sides or
It's
B-sides?
B-sides.
Okay, yeah. Every track samples a Beyonce song, and it's a pretty heavy mixtape, if I do say so myself.
It's not a mixtape, it's an album.
It's a heavy free album.
It's not a mixtape, it's art.
Anyway, ask a question, bro.
That was a deep one. I just asked this one.
Oh, did you ask?
Yeah.
What was the question? How would?
What would your last words be?
No, this was from the
you asked me a
the
question.
rural area thing.
What was your favorite children's book?
My favorite children's
I
book.
already know this one.
That's a tough one, to be honest. There was one that I really enjoyed that I cannot remember the name of.
The Last King, The Little King.
No, The Little Prince.
Oh,
Is that okay? Let me just try to get the genre of book down.
yeah. I guess that's not it. Yeah, I don't
Like
think
a
that's
children's book, like something you read to your kid, right? Like,
yeah, I don't think that's a children's book.
every mom's favorite is the "I Would Love You Forever" or "I'll Love You Always." It's the cover. It's the one with like baby in the cover.
With like tearing stuff up.
Yeah, and he has like watching his hand.
Dude,
He's
it makes
in,
me cry.
Yeah,
like
bro.
crazy. That book is so sad.
There was a book that I really liked. All I remember was that there's one part where it was like an interactive book, so like
Yeah.
the character would like walk through the pages and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, and that's something that really sticks in my memory. But other than that, like I really have no
Is that
recollection.
Everyone's favorite book. What is it? Mommy and Me, or what is it called?
It's like I will love you forever. or
Is that
whatever.
everyone's really favorite book?
It's like dude. It's like a critically acclaimed. Like everyone loves that book,
That was literally the one I was gonna say.
dude. Because
And I hate being part of the mainstream, so I changed my answer.
yo, what's it called? Because do you remember how that book goes, right?
Yeah.
Like
At the end, he's rocking his mom.
rocking his mom to sleep.
it tears me
Crazy.
up. That's what a sad
Crazy.
book. Who reads that to their kids?
I don't know, bro. It's honestly, it's like it's so. I have chills right now, like low key thinking about it. That shit's actually really
That's a tough one.
because that's so true. That book's hella old too, low key.
We used to have the Sesame Street book. It would teach you the alphabet, and each day you learn like an alphabet letter.
Yeah.
But it had Sesame Street characters.
Oh,
And there's this book. There's a Sesame Street book. There's a monster at the end of this book
yeah.
with Grover.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, the whole book, he's afraid. He's like, oh no, stop turning the pages, please.
wait, I think that was the book.
That was the book?
I think so. It was about the page. Yeah.
It was like, stop turning the pages?
Yes.
No
Yes.
way.
No. Oh my god, it's all rushing back to me right now.
Yeah.
That was the book.
It's called, there's a monster at the end of this book, but it's Grover from Sesame Street. And you're turning the pages, it's like, no, please, seriously, like, stop.
Dude, I might
turning the
cry right
pages.
now.
There's a monster at the end of this book, you don't understand. And each time, and I remember being little,
Dude.
I'd be like, Mom, no, like, don't change the pages. And you turn the page, he's like, no. And he's like freaking out. The whole book is
oh
about
my
Grover
God.
freaking out. And it gets to the end, and he's like, oh, it's the end of the book. And it's just
Wow.
me. I guess I was the monster at the end of this book. That's a good book. I love that book.
I really remember that book like vividly.
I see
That's
him
the
tearing
book.
up right now.
Wow, I'm really.
Memories.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, it's a good book. That's one of my favorite ones.
Wow, that's a great book. But okay.
Hey, speaking of books,
Oh,
Peer Pressure Book Club.
more details coming soon on the Peer Pressure Book Club.
You know what I mean?
You know,
Stay tuned. Follow us on his Peer Pressure Instagram.
Yeah.
If you don't follow us on Peer Pressure Instagram, you pretty much probably don't listen to this show because
You're
I feel
a
like all of our
loser.
fan base is on there.
Yeah.
All 20 of them.
We're doing numbers, bro. But you know the dude who used to write for The Office, BJ Novak.
Yeah. He's
He-
in it, right?
He's in The Office too. He's Ryan.
Yeah.
He wrote a children's book. It's called The Book with No Pictures, and it's kind of tight. I read it in
Is there
fun.
no pictures?
There's no pictures, but it kind of plays with the words and how he writes the words, and like some words are colorful and some words you read like really loud and some words you read in like a whisper, and they're like like you turn the page and it's like a jumble of letters, and you're like, if you're reading it to your kid, you have to go like like it's just a funny interactive book.
That's kinda cool.
Where it's just like all interaction, no pictures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is like I thought it was a really cool concept.
I want to write a book one day. That's like one of my goals. I don't know what it's going to be about. I don't know what it's going to do. But like that's one of my goals. Not a kid's book. Maybe a kid's book. You never
Did I
know.
tell you I tried to write a children's book?
Really?
One time, like in my room, I was like, "I'll write a children's book." Ho ho ho! And
You made that noise right after?
I was like, "Oh, I'll write a children's book." Ho ho. I didn't get far at all. I still have it somewhere, like on my.
What was the basis? What's the basis?
It was. It was like some kid who goes under his covers, but under his covers is like a crazy world of
That
imagination.
sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, you know, it's like
Sounds like a Where the Wild Things Are to me.
it's like his mom's like, "Oh, go to bed, whatever," and like hops into the covers or whatever, and it's like a whole different world into there, something like that. I don't know. That's what I was getting at.
I like how kids' books are getting more like kids' books used to be like a certain like type of book, like sweet, like wholesome.
Oh yeah,
I like how kids' books are getting more like
Edgy.
realistic. Yeah.
yeah.
One of my friends, I don't even know he's my friend. He's a rapper, King Fantastic. He wrote a children's book. I forgot what it was called, but he was telling me about it. And it was about like a superhero who wouldn't fall asleep. It was like about his daughter, and she's like a superhero, and she wouldn't go to sleep. And the whole book was about him trying to get his superhero daughter to go to sleep.
Wow. Honestly, that seems like it could be really good. It seems
And
really tight.
I also bought one of his. I just recently bought one of his other books, Butt Naked Suicide Cell.
He writes like many books.
He has two.
Oh, okay.
This one's about him being locked up in the L.A. prison.
Wow. What's it called?
Butt Naked Suicide Cell.
Shouts to King Fantastic.
He tried to kill himself in prison, but it was like a fake suicide attempt
Oh.
because he was like throwing a fit. He
Uh-huh.
wanted like a phone call or something, and he started throwing a fit, and he like staged a suicide attempt, and then they moved him to what is it called?
Solitary confinement.
And
Jinx.
they strip you naked and they put you in there with just like a slab for a bed.
Really?
For,
You're
like-
naked in solitary?
No, but because he tried to commit suicide,
Oh, so he has
like-
nothing to
Yeah.
like kill himself with.
butt naked, just a slab in there for like I think it's like 48 to 72 hours. He says his brain was just eating itself alive.
Wow.
And so the
Could
book's,
you
like,
imagine? Like, how
based
big
on
is a
stuff
cell?
that.
Like,
I don't know.
like 6. I've heard like 6 by. That's too small. Like 8 by 8. I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
Speaking of offing yourself,
Good transition.
I recently I listened to that same podcast and they discussed the Heaven's Gate. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit.
Heaven's Gate's wild.
So it was started. I don't know if you know. Like I didn't know any of this. The dude who started it was in like a mental facility or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and one of the nurses became the co-founder. The nurses in the mental facility.
Wait, the guy who founded it was in a mental facility before?
Yeah, he like got into it. I forget how. This all happened in San Diego again. And so
Yeah, Chris.
I did. And if you don't know, Dom is actually pouring himself a little shot right now.
Brandon never made a sound, so
I know.
and I was kind of like, I was like, oh man, I don't want to do
You trying
this
to get
anymore.
loose
I was,
right now?
No, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, but I was like, oh, I brought this up. I cut these lines for nothing.
You did.
All about maximizing, like, you know
You're
what I
not
mean?
trying to be wasteful.
Cost benefit analysis.
Yeah.
If I put this much effort into this, I have to do it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. But back to Heaven's Gate. Basically, the dude, he was in a mental facility, and then the nurse, he eventually like got her on board to, starts
That's
this thing.
nuts.
And I think they called themselves, so I remember correctly, they called themselves the UFO 2. Like we're like the UFO 2. Like we're
Why two?
because there's two of them. Like we're a boy band. Like we're like a rap group.
Oh, like
The UFO 2. What a weak ass name. Anyway,
it's my new group.
yeah, the
Hey,
UFO
we're
2.
the UFO 2. We're changing it from peer pressure to UFO 2.
And so they like started this whole cult thing, and basically their last meal was at Marie Callender's in Carlsbad, and they all were wearing the same. The whole cult walked in, and they were all wearing the same thing, all dressed the same, and they all ordered the same thing: turkey pot pie, and
Horrible last meal.
and they had blueberry pie for dessert. And then they went back and they mixed some chemicals in applesauce, and they did the suicide, like the mass suicide, like in groups, so that the other people could like tend to the bodies.
Oh.
Which it was weird to me because I thought they were waiting for Haley's comment or some comment to like bring them into Heaven's Gate, right? And you know how they made money?
How?
They would build. This is around the time of the internet starting, right?
No way.
They would build websites for people.
Wow. That's how they made money?
Yeah. So I might be misconstruing all this information, but someone fact checked me.
Tight.
But
tight.
they, from what I know, they would be building websites for people, and their Heaven's Gate website is still like up today, and it's like run by some surviving cult members or
What
whatever.
shoes did they all wear when
The
they
Nike Decades, which are going for like $1 million or
Do
something.
they not make those anymore?
No, Nike was like, oh, we can't do this anymore. Let's just stop this.
Well, because those are wild, haunting pictures of when they go in that house
They
and
had
it's
purple claws on their
and you-
face.
the only thing you can see is the Nike shoes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
almost looks like a Nike ad.
Yeah. It was a real dark Nike ad. Run to death. No, but
Till death do us part.
these laces are only good for tightening your shoes. And anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, so what they did was they ate the applesauce, and then to guarantee, even though to make sure the chemicals were enough or whatever,
Yeah.
they'll put a plastic bag over the head for asphyxiation, so they couldn't breathe. Just to be,
I would
100%
only want to
sure.
die from poison. I would not want to die from.
From suffocate, like from
That'd be the worst.
Yeah.
If I
So
go out,
yeah.
if I'm like about to die and like you're near me, like just shoot me in the head.
Whoa.
For real.
Oh,
Shake on it.
I'm not.
I'm not trying to die a painful death. I'm trying to go out like easy.
Side note: the lady who the previous person who worked at the mental facility that
Yeah.
started the cult, she like died before the mass suicide thing. Like I think she like died of like natural causes or
Oh,
like a
okay.
disease, which was
Lucky.
like kind of anticlimactic.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Didn't make it to Heaven's Gate.
No.
You hear about Jim Jones?
Tell me.
Jonestown?
Nah.
That one's the craziest one. So they had this, the People's Temple. Hold on. Let me rearrange myself.
If you don't know, we're actually sitting on the floor, and
not comfortable.
after a long period of we're sitting on like cushions or pillows. After a long period of time, it's a little uncomfortable.
I'm in like a weird sitting scenario
You're,
right
you're
now.
like hunched over the
Well, I'm
mic.
gonna take this real quick.
All right,
To Selena.
salud. Line before.
Like butter.
Can I just eat one of these limes?
Yeah, I love limes.
Cool. Bad for your teeth, low key.
Really bad. I don't know if it's the lime that tastes bad or if it's the tequila that tastes bad.
Oh,
How's that lime taste? Fine.
good.
All right.
I'm breaking my rule eating on mic.
Whatever. All right. So, Jonestown. Let me educate you real quick. I used to watch all these. You know, how, like on like Discovery Channel or like A&E or like those weird channels that do like history documentaries, kind of.
Ancient aliens.
Yeah. I used to watch those all the time. I'm trying to find a comfortable position. I used to watch those like all the time.
Yeah.
So the Jonestown one is wild. So People's Temple, it's this thing in San Francisco. It was like a church. And then Jim Jones was a leader. Super charismatic, super like
Mike Jones.
no. Super charismatic, like everyone loved this dude. Like but it started getting weird. And people started investigating it because I think he was like sleeping with like younger girls, like at the temple, or some weird shit.
Wait, is this like temple, whatever? Like, what religion is this
I think
specific to?
it's
religion?
Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's Christianity.
Yeah.
And so things started getting weird, and he was getting a lot of money. Like they were like,
From the collection basket?
yeah,
or?
yeah.
Really?
I think so. I don't know how they were getting money, but they didn't do like anything else. I think it was like donations and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think some people started investigating it, and then they're like, "We're dipping." So they moved.
Yeah.
I want to say they moved to Mexico, El Salvador, or Guatemala. I know it's a pretty wide range.
So pretty.
But they moved to some Latin country, and
Yeah.
so they had their like compound there. I think like I want to say like 2,000 of them moved down there, or like at least 1,000.
Like Jim Jones moved down there and
Jim Jones moved his church down there, and his
Wild.
congregation. They all moved down there. They picked up and moved. They built a compound. Yeah,
That's kind of nuts, bro.
Crazy.
First of all, I'm really not educated on how the cult mentality is. Like, how do you go from like being a part of like a group to making it a cult or like becoming a cult? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know like what makes it a cult.
Because it baffles me how 2,000 people could follow this one dude.
Is Catholicism a cult?
That's what I was gonna get at right now, dude. I don't know. Somewhere I heard this might be blasphemy. I don't know. All religions start as a cult.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna get into this.
Right. I
You
don't
know
want.
what
I don't really want to.
We're gonna lose a lot of fans. You know what I mean?
All three.
Hey, we're both Catholic, all right? Hey, but anyway.
That wasn't necessary.
Anyways,
Anyway,
what were we talking about?
Jim
Oh,
Jones.
Jim Jones. So he moved all these people down there, right?
Yes.
Like I want to say like 1,500, 2,000. Fact check me. I don't think it's right. I want at least 500. Like it was a group of people.
Yeah.
all moved down. Don't look it up yet.
I'm not
'cause
looking
I don't
it
want to
up.
ruin the story.
Okay.
All moved down there, right? And then they built a compound down there. They're all living there, all the kids and everything.
Children?
Yeah, children.
My
and stuff.
guy.
Stuff started getting weird, and people started like he promised all this stuff. It's gonna be a better life, blah blah blah. And people were like, "Whoa, this kind of sucks." Some of the people were like that.
Yeah.
And I think he was like, there was some weird stuff going on with the little kids. Like I think he was like sleeping with like younger, like 15-year-old girls and stuff.
This guy's
And people started to see the cracks in him. Like he started to go like a little bit crazy.
what side note, what just for a mental image, like what is do you know what Jim Jones looks like? What
He
what's
looks like Elvis a little bit.
Really?
Like yeah, he's very like flamboyant, like has the long hair, he wore glasses. Very like Elvis looking.
okay,
This is like the 1960s or 70s.
Okay.
I'm hazy on the facts, you know what I mean?
It's all right.
I'm not a real facts guy.
It's alright, bro.
Anyway, so they go down there. Then the FBI starts getting involved. They get hearing of like
Phoebe.
human rights abuses and stuff. And so a governor goes down there on a plane, right?
Yeah.
And they go and they visit, and then like they know like Jim Jones is hip to that they're coming.
Wild.
So he like gets everything like so it's all fine. Like he makes sure that everything's cool. He has people like to meet them when they come. Everyone
Wow.
acting like it's all good.
Like when the health inspector comes, like
Yeah,
you
but then
clean up.
3 or 4 people were like, "Yo, take me back with you." They're like, "This place is crazy." Like they were like, so imagine like going somewhere and everyone acting like all chill, and then like 1 or 2 people coming up to you be like, "Yo, this place is fucking crazy. You have to get out. It's horrible." Like they're just acting like this.
Wow.
That part in itself is trippy.
I
to
can
me.
imagine the CIA or the FBI like knocking at the door. He's like, act natural.
I know. And everyone's acting all like, and so that happened, and then so the people asked to go back. Oh, sorry, I'm on your cord.
You're heavy on my cord, my guy.
The people asked to go back, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, yeah, like you can go back. So they get back on the plane. Freaking people show up because it's like a not a third world country, but they don't have like a major airport.
Yeah.
They're not by a major airport. So they took like a small plane.
Yeah.
Jim Jones henchmen show up and they shoot them. They kill them.
After leaving the
They killed like 3 or 4 people. They shot them. They like there was like a senator, a governor, or some like
they killed all of them.
some political person got killed when they went down there.
Wild.
So they like come out, the henchmen from the Jones they call it Jonestown. Jim Jones and then Jonestown killed them.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Jim Jones. This is the wildest part. After that, he's like, we've found out it's time. Like we're gonna go see God. So he gets on the loudspeaker and they make huge batches
Oh, the Kool-Aid?
of Kool-Aid.
Oh my god.
Huge batches of Kool-Aid mixed with cyanide. The creepiest part is they have the recordings because he goes on the PA system of all Jonestown and he starts like talking and like as like they're lining up and they meet in like the center of the town, and as they're making it, he's talking on the mic the whole time, and he's talking like, oh, like this is the time that God asked for, like blah blah blah, like, saying all this crazy stuff, getting them ready to, and then like they gave it to the children first.
No way.
They literally so they all mass suicide, like at least 500 people.
And Jim Jones drank the Kool-Aid also?
Jim Jones also he shot himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
he had to be different.
Yeah, but the scariest part is they like after like of course like after all that happens, they found out instantly. Like they flew down there like right after they shot them at the airport.
Yeah.
They started killing themselves, and then like the CIA or FBI or whatever flew down. But the creepiest part is like you see the helicopters like fly over, and it's just masses of dead bodies, all mass suicide, and that's where the phrase "Don't drink the Kool-Aid" comes from. Because he got all these people from San Francisco, got them to move down to Latin America, built a compound, and got them all to kill themselves. One guy got literally like 500 to like 1,000 people to kill themselves. It's
Wow.
nuts.
That's actually that's crazy.
It's
That's
super interesting.
you know, like I would want to do more research on this, but I don't want to, but I do at the same time. Like I don't want to get freaked out.
You know what's crazy is I'm not like a big guy. Like I like reading books, but like on things like that, just show me a documentary.
Oh, I
I'm
feel
trying to
you.
be entertained.
I feel
you.
you,
Know
I
what
feel
I
you,
mean?
I
Like
feel
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to like stuff like that, like little stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would rather watch a documentary.
I feel that.
You know,
I feel that.
Condense it all into an hour. Give me some pictures. Make me entertained.
I one question. Hey, one last question each.
All right.
All right.
I want to get a good one.
Okay. All right. I don't know if this is a good one or not.
Make it a good one.
Damn, you're trash.
Who is either that good one? Nah, I don't want that one either.
Okay, I got you. This is a cliche one though, but I've never asked you. All right.
Ooh, first? Wait. I'm going to pull up. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna ask you right now though. If you could meet with anybody from history, past or present, dead or alive, who would you meet with? Should it be do you want it to be one person or do you have more in mind? I'm gonna say max 3.
Max 3?
Max 3.
Ooh.
UFO 2.
Ooh. I've actually never thought about this question.
Dude, me neither.
You know, I want to say off top.
Tell me.
Like the first person that came to my mind. I don't know how corny this is, but Martin Luther King would be like one of the people like I'd want to like. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but he was like off top. That was the first person that came to my mind. Second person.
This is looking harder, even though it's cliche. I think it's cliche because it's actually kind of tough.
This is a tough question. I would want to talk to someone who, because I've wondered a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know who low key I'd want to talk to?
Tell me.
The second person who came to my mind, Hitler.
Yo, man.
Not even because like I want to draw inspiration. I would just be.
When no one wants to.
I would just like people like that. You know, like the wild people.
Yeah.
Not like I would like the people who like are lie on the outskirts of human consciousness. Oh, I forgot we have that one. Damn, that's a good one. I like that.
That was good.
But you know what I mean? People who are outliers, like on the good side or the bad side.
Out truthers.
Yeah, I would want to like, yo,
What's up?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah.
like what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me ponder this last.
Okay. All right.
What about you?
Anybody dead or alive from history?
Un poco loco.
Un poco loco, mi guy. I've never thought about this either, to be honest. For some reason, in my mind, the first person that I would want to meet with, I'm gonna go with Da Vinci.
Trash.
1.
That'd be a good one.
I'm gonna pick Da Vinci at 1. All right, if I was doing a mock historical draft.
Respect.
Da Vinci at 1. Just because that man's a beast, to be honest. Like, I never used that term in my life, and I'm never using it again.
The man is
It's a beast. I'm never saying that shit again.
That man's a beast. It's not on brand for you.
Hell no. But yeah, I'm gonna say Da Vinci at 1. Number 2, past or present, famous person or historical figure.
I'm putting Abe Lincoln at small forward.
Bro, I was fuck. That was my pick.
Was it
Low-key.
really?
Low-key, I was gonna say Abe Lincoln, but I can't pick that anymore.
Wow, bro, that one's hella like Abe Lincoln.
Right?
But
Like,
why? Like, why would you say him?
See, the thing is, I don't really know that much about Abe Lincoln. I think he's like a default answer. So I'm gonna rescind that. I'm gonna take that back.
Yeah, that's just like Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know what I thought of too though?
Who?
George Washington.
Okay, did I tell you about my little history lesson I got on George Washington? Like, he didn't get any formal training or any like of that special English education. So literally, he had to teach himself everything, like how to act proper and like how to act like like an aristocrat type of person. He had to teach himself all of that. He didn't go to any school for that or anything like that. So he didn't grow up with a lot of money.
Respect.
So he had to do that, and then he became the first president.
And then he fucking owned slaves. Fuck that guy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to meet with anyone who owns slaves. Fuck
Wow.
that fool.
Oh, okay. I got one. I do want to talk to Nikola Tesla, low key. Dude, he wanted to, okay, first of all, his idea of like power for all and like his idea of the future, like electricity traveling through the air, it kind of translates in a way now with modern technology about like Wi-Fi and things being transmitted through like where like waves in the air and stuff.
That's kind of.
So I'm gonna say Nikola Tesla just to get a good perspective on things now.
Oh, you know who I want to talk to? This is a deep cut.
What's up?
Marshall McLuhan.
Who's that?
I've talked about this guy before. This guy has changed my life. He's his thing was the medium is the message. I talk about this
right.
all the time.
Yeah. You told me.
But he has like they talk. You know, like I think like what I always think about. You know how like we talk about Einstein
Yes.
and we talk about like Aristotle and Socrates and all those people.
Yeah.
One of the things I always think about was like who in our time are we gonna look at like that type of person?
Right.
I think one of them will be Stephen Hawking.
Wow.
I think
Oh, Stephen Hawking's a god.
yeah, but
He's a beast.
But like not only because he's like a public figure, because Neil deGrasse Tyson's a public figure, but he hasn't added much to like our knowledge as humans.
What I do like about Neil deGrasse Tyson though, he's like heavy pop appeal, like a lot of pop appeal.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I agree.
Yeah,
But he's not like
I
didn't-
get you.
Like Stephen Hawking was big in black holes. Like he was like the person who just like not discovered black holes, but
Why
like,
they gotta be? Why they gotta be?
But you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like that's like that's a discovery that's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Because that changed a lot of what we know about the world. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I'm not too well versed in what he knows or what he's done.
Right.
I know him as like a pop figure, but I don't think he has like contributed a
A
significant
lot of
amount.
scientific clout.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Marshall McLuhan is one of these people where I think we'll look back because he talks about mediums and media and basically like tools
Yes.
and the effect they have on the way we perceive the world and tools as an extension of us and how they shape the world we interact with,
Wow.
which applies to everything you do.
Yes.
And he was like, a lot of people thought he was wild back then, but now people are like, oh wow, like a lot of what he's saying resonates, especially now in the tech age.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
he's
the
someone.
medium is the message.
It's hard to understand him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
like he's very like it's very dense and it's very.
Yeah.
But he's someone I want to talk to too.
I have my third one. It's a duo. It's a couple. They're married.
Obama and
No.
Michelle.
Name a more iconic duo. No, but real talk. I really want to speak with. You're gonna roll your eyes at me.
Mahatma Gandhi.
No, here's the one person. I want to speak with Charles and Ray Eames of
Trash.
Of the architects. So what I do like.
Wait, they were brothers?
No, Charles and Ray is his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, so Charles and Ray Eames. So if
How
you,
un-PC of me to assume Ray is a male.
it's all right, man. It's all,
That was a hard slap. Yo, it hurt.
but anyway, so basically what had happened is Charles was trying to experiment with new forms of design and like furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Second World War happened, like as he was getting like to his apex. And then what they discovered was a significant like new way to bend plywood. So he ended up making a bunch of like splints and casts out of molded plywood for the government for the war. And then after that, he,
What for the war?
like for injured soldiers and stuff. He
Oh,
would like
got it,
he would
got
like
it, got it.
he like produce like a bunch of them, like mass produce them for the war. And then after that, he was like one of the most well-renowned designers. And him and his wife Ray, she was actually an artist, and she contributed to a lot of like their stuff design-wise, and also they made films and stuff. But the philosophy that strikes me the hardest from them or him or them, I'm not trying to discredit Ray.
Yeah, you know.
It was the best for the most for the least. So
Wild.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
So that was their main philosophy. So they were trying to make the best products for the most amount of people for the least amount of money. And that's something that I feel like
It's Kanye West.
yeah.
Kanye West-esque.
Yo. I feel that. But now I think about stuff like companies like Forever 21 or like H&M, where they do like fast fashion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like they make the most for the least, or no, they make the worst for the least for the most. I fucked that whole thing up. They just don't make. They make.
Get me hella confused.
They make.
bro.
They make bad products, like not.
Whoa. You tell me my Forever One hoodie in the closet is bad?
No.
You tell me I don't got style?
No, I'm not saying bad as in design wise, because it looks good, but the Eames is they focus on like the best quality, the best like design, the ultimate best it could be.
Uh-huh.
And
What does it mean to have the best design?
so what they did focus on, I think that was really iconic, was they were like at the spearhead of modernity in architecture.
All right, and that's been episode. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I don't know who really cares about this, but so basically, here's the thing. Modern architecture, in a way, was a revolt against architecture like Victorian style architecture and like Rococo style architecture.
Is that because the only differences I see is modern architecture is very curvy? You know what I mean?
No, not even that. So it basically strips away all like ornamentation. on objects. So like for example, if you have like a big chest or like a closet or like something, you have like a big eagle, like a big ass eagle on top, or like the feet of the chest or the drawer would have like ball and claw. Like it would look like an eagle's talon was like.
Yeah, I know.
It would look like exactly like an eagle's foot. You know what I mean?
literally could picture the chest
Right.
you're talking about that doesn't exist in my
in your head, right?
Yeah.
And that was like the old style, and people were like really into that. But modern architecture was like, yo, we don't need all that. It started with this guy, Le Corbusier.
God.
And
The
so-
more you talk, the less I want to listen.
And so basically he was in the cockpit of a fighter jet or like a jet or something
Yeah.
like that. It's like, yo, everything in here is functional. There's no
I
ornamental
don't like
design.
the way you
He's like,
impersonate this guy because that was not the way he was.
he was French. He was
Everything in here that's like you.
everything in here. There's no extra
That's this
design.
guy as Gary Vee.
But that's where it stemmed from. And then Le Corbusier went to build this house.
Yeah.
And it was like basically it looked like a rectangular box on like stilts.
A rectangular prism.
Yeah, whatever. And it was like the least functional house. So that's where modernism basically started. It was like this dude made this crazy like it looks like a thin rectangle
Yeah.
on like stilts. And it was like beautiful, right? But it was like the water had nowhere to go when it rained. It would just like fall through the ceiling. It was just So then eventually the style got
All about
refined.
aesthetic, no functionality.
It was like, dude, and the funny thing is, he was like preaching functionality. Like, this is the most cut and dry house. There's no extra shit in here. You just can have rooms, windows. That's all you need is a heat, blah, 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 blah. But, dude, that shit sucked that you couldn't actually live in there.
You know what I really like? Side note,
Yes.
is I don't know if it was you who used to show me these videos.
Maybe.
Small apartments,
Tiny homes.
not like tiny homes, but like those apartments where like the beds in the wall.
Oh,
you,
like the Murphy beds where they come down.
and everything's like you can move around. It's like apartments
Oh,
are
yeah.
like 500 square feet.
It's like transformable, right?
Yeah, and
Fire.
That stuff is like
The future.
I wouldn't want to live in a house that's small that I have to do that. But
Yeah.
if you don't like explain those a little bit, like those types of
So basically, it's wait. So what did you say? You want to listen? You wouldn't want to live in a house
no,
that's like
explain it first.
Okay.
then I'll tell you what.
Okay, so basically, when cities are like cramped space and you have to get a really small apartment, people what they do is that they actually build out the insides of these apartments and make them hyper functional. But the thing is, you have to like kind of set up each arrangement. So, for example, like if you're hosting a dinner party, you could like move a certain wall back a little bit. Get a table that kind of expands so that you can expand your seating, right? Or if you're like having guests after they were staying after dinner, you could close the table, put it back in the wall or whatever.
Pull your bed out from the wall.
Yeah, pull your bed out from the wall, and then you have a guest room and your room like on the other side of the wall. So it kind of transforms with your needs, but you have to kind of put in some work to configure it.
I wouldn't want to live in like a really small apartment that's like that.
I get you.
Because I just don't like small spaces. I'm not a fan. But I would want to live in like a regular size house that's like that.
Yeah.
Because I like big spaces. I like open space. Like, if you look at my room, like there's not a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't like stuff. I like
Yeah.
having a lot. I like space more than I like having stuff in my room.
You're a modernist.
You know what I mean? But so what I like about those is that you can change it. You know
I
what
do
mean?
like
Like if
that.
I'm having people over, like I can lift up my bed, boom, this room could just be
Hella
open.
spacious, right?
I love like functionality, so I'd want to have like a room or a house that's like that. But I don't want to just be confined to a small space because I don't like small spaces.
So really quickly before we close, I do want to say that if you did have a house like that, I don't think that you would need the functional furniture low key, because then you could just have it like
No, but I want that.
you just okay.
No, I want it to. I see what you mean because it's a bigger space,
right,
But I would want like
a space that would have that stuff.
yeah, because then like what I could do, like okay, let's say I want to have 10 people spend the night. I have beds that can come
Yeah.
out in my living room.
That'd be
you know what I
tight.
mean?
That'd be tight.
Because okay, like yes, that if you have a small space, then you actually need
Need
to be
it, right?
functional. But imagine
Oh,
if
you
you
just
had,
want those? Yeah, I feel.
imagine if you have a big space and it's still functional, then it becomes like what you can do in those rooms
Yeah.
becomes like you can do
Exponential.
you can do anything in those rooms. You know what I mean?
And Google Home one day, hey Google, move this wall for me.
Nuts.
Game over.
What I like about those two is that people say that one of the reasons they like it is
Yeah.
it like it makes them be active.
I really think that's important. Like, because then it teaches you low key to clean up.
I was about to say the same thing.
Because you have to clean up in order to bring that bed down. You have to clear the space. You have to be neat like all the time, which kind of forces you to
I like
be
it
that way.
I talked to Eric about this. Eric, shout out Eric.
Episode,
past peer pressure guest.
I forgot life by
27.
design. Yeah, life by design with Eric Aubrey.
But what he talks about this other guy who talks about Tom Bilal. Or
Tom
Bilal.
Blau.
I don't know what it is. Tom Blau. But he talks about like triggers. So like having triggers like within your thing. To like triggers within your so if you want to do something,
Yes.
have like
A physical mechanism that puts you in that mindset to do this. Like
Yes.
for example, like if I'm ending my day at home and like I'm working at my desk, like I would automatically like unplug my hard drive, arrange my desk, and then like that would be my trigger or my own personal like thing to let me know that my day is ending, like my work day at home is ending.
But having triggers to start the things you want to do.
Oh, okay.
So like using like triggers as a way to like accomplish all the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, does that make sense?
I feel you.
But I don't like. I wish I had a better example. But that's
Better.
But the example is like if you have a house that's very multifunctional, and like the trigger like if I want to like eat,
You have to put your table down.
It's a trigger. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you have to be neat if you
I
want to
feel.
do other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like setting up your life in a way where there's triggers to do like if you
Yeah.
want to be clean, set up triggers in order for yourself to be clean.
I feel that. And with that, peer pressure episode 32, 31. I'm not sure which episode this is,
I don't know what
to be
episode this
honest.
is
But peer pressure, flexible houses 2030 coming at you soon. My legs falling asleep. Peer pressure book club. More announcements on the way. Anything else to say, Domicito? Nothing. Taylor gang or die. All right. Peace.
Peer pressure. Pressure. Peer pressure.